In the black of night, in the crack of dawn, in the dead of time, when moonlight pours through the branches, when mercy is scarce, a stallion appears at the stream, a white horse representing what? Freedom? Power? Brute speed? The stallion drinks at the stream and smells the air, the stream with its icy waters, the stream with its blind transparent fish, the stream running over golden sand, the stream with its silent eels, the stream with its broken moonlight, the stream in the leaves' shadows, the stream where the lovers drank, the stream which zigzags through a field, the stream in Saxony or Thessaly, the stream that feeds a river, a trickle that feeds a deluge, a vein in the earth, a course meandered. The water reflects the stars so far away, away from the darkened fields of some peasant time. Rough days indeed, days of henbane picked by a full moon, days of mandrake and belladonna, days of mayhem and mildew. The stream is untouched by progress. Every thorn and bramble remain the same. The stream endures. A witch appears to drink and fill her cup. An old wise woman escaped from the bishop's clutches, a midwife and a knower of herbal lore. She skulks in the shadows of its pools. Anxiously she darts out into the open, a shame for a good lady of her years to live in secret here, in the wood between worlds, where none are living, yet none yet dead. In a painting, in a poem, in a little strip of music, the stream of words flows on, cascading wildly in some mental highland, freshly melted from thin air, the stream of thoughts, the stream of traffic, the stream of life. The stream is sweet, the stream is delicious, the stream is clean and crystal clear. The witch goes back into the midnight blue. She lives in a hut near the stream. They'll never find her here. They'll never burn her. She'll pass away peacefully, and her body will fade into the earth, and the creatures will remember, the woodland things, the fawns, etc. The stream slips. The stream runs away. The stream enters another country. The stream is yours and mine. But I don't like the night tonight. But I don't like the moon. And I don't like the soft sounds off in the woods. And I don't like the night's 1,000 eyes. And I don't like the isolated moments. I don't trust the stream. It does not care about us. It runs on chattering to any who will listen. It mutters to the reeds. It whispers to the wild winter wings. It gurgles in summery fields just before harvest. It rolls down ferny slopes and dewdrops plops. The stream in a dream, a stream of consciousness swollen with drugs, pumped up by the windy rain and full of tiny sharks and holiday memories. The stream, it does seem. The night has 1,000 eyes, and Vishnu has 1,000 names, and there's 1,000 ways to die at least, and I walk 1,000 miles just to see ya, and I'd sing 1,000 songs just to reach ya. But we are watched all around. The walls have ears, the night has eyes, the night aches with memory. The endless night, the eternal night, the long night before the sun first arose, the long dark night of the earth's soul. Suddenly it's sunshine, suddenly it's peacocks and moths with eyes all over them. Suddenly it's the eyes of Laura Mars. Everyone's watching, everyone's seeing. She got a TV eye on me, she got a TV eye. and the night keeps sleeping wide awake, eyes tightly open, eyes that see me even when they're closed, eyes that have it, the limpid eyes of the night, the glowing eyes of some nocturnal spook, the pranks of the somnambulist, the leathery wings of an old bat. The eyes are the window to the soul, the eyes turn inward, we dance along the edge of the night, we appear in the darkening twilight shadows, we wait in the blue cracks of midnight, we freeze in the wee small hours. What are they looking at? Who films the screen as it peels back the light? Who focuses on the distance? Who tells the story of the dumb dawn? Who exists outside this friendless blackness? Who dabbles in my vision? The night, with its reasons and alibis, the night with day on either side, the night full of sombre slumber, the night with its rat-a-tat-tat, the night with its aches and window panes, the night with its shore-leave sailors, the night with its belt of stars, the night with its fresh mint breath, the night with its 1,000 tongues, the night with its 1,000 fingers, the night with its 1,000 wives, the night with every other night all lined up, the black night, the empty night, the cold night, the rainy night. Tonight's the night of light. The night has 1,000 me's, 1,000 you's, and 1,000 I's. Appearing out of nowhere, the visitor materializes within a painting, or blocking your astral exit, or fucking with the zeitgeist in Siberia. A bird-headed freak, a dangerous pterodactyl, a nasty beaked creature from some black place. Your nemesis arrived out of a bleak and secretive past. A visitor waiting for you in the principal's office, a visitor in the vestibule, a visitor in the foyer, a visitor to see you in jail or in hospital when you're least expecting one. A visitor with its technology. No art on the visitor's world, but lots of technology, lots of things that can inflict pain, things that can implement loss, things that can do things from far away. Doesn't mean the visitor is evil, doesn't make him bad, doesn't mean anything at all, what you or I may think. Is it a he? Do they come in he's and she's? Do they come in boys and girls? Do they appear within our universe to hurt us? He reeks of cosmic fire. He burns cold as a diamond in the earth. He seeks energy, liquid energy, solid energy, gaseous energy, spiritual energy. The visitor visits and moves on. He suddenly flies away home, leaving you bereft of everything, like a terrible addiction, like a 7-year losing streak. The visitor is ugly when denied. The visitor moves in adjacent squares. The visitor crashes on our planet in a desert. The visitor gets dismembered by an army quack. The visitor parachutes into the boiling sea. The visitor is eaten by a crocodile. The visitor falls down someone's chimney. Outer space is a long way away, mister. You gotta be a fool to go there. It's teeming with visitors. Worse even than this geezer. Asteroids bouncing off meteorites, spaceship traffic jam in Andromeda 1, vicious saucer heads screaming up the Via Galactica. The visitor, baby. Why don't you buy him? Why don't you let him guard your home? Maybe you can be on his side. Maybe you can hang him in your room. Let him get some fresh air. Let him get some space. Let him get some room to move and expand. Maybe he's only tiny. Maybe he's tall as a tree. Oh, the visitor child. What a tripper, what a bastard, what a heartless shell, what a neuter thing. The visitor, yeah, and don't come back here again. The lonely city, what a cliche. All those faces looking out of all them windows, all them lonely tears, all them lonely hearts, all them lonely wee small hours when the darkness goes on forever. Finally dawn is stabbed in her side by the sun's sharp light, and the loneliness intensifies to unbearability. You wake up, but you never really went to sleep. You get up, but you never really lay down. Your breakfast is a quick piss and a look around. My name is John Lonely. I live in the lonely building in the middle of the lonely city. Look out the window, what do you see? 1,000 lonely faces looking back at thee. The lonely city cut off from all other cities. The people cut off from themselves. I jump in a lonely yellow cab and I go nowhere. At my job I speak to no one. I eat jam sandwiches and a weak cup of tea. When I've finished, it's already dark. Signs flash on and off in the darkness. Traffic lights change. Trams come and go, vomiting out the shadows of men. The ever-present drizzle. The dull ache of construction. The shuddering hit of technology. The myriad indices of success and failure. The lonely city. Not a nice place to visit, and you wouldn't want to live there either. The lonely city, the one they never put on the map. I arrive home. I enter my apartment. No messages, no mail, no pets or children, no light at the end of any tunnel. I look out the window, the penthouses, the doorways, the thresholds, the limits of human endurance, like being in Antarctica, like being in submerged Atlantis, like living under the sea 6 fathoms down. Loneliness is a cloak I wear. Each place I go, only the lonely go, so full of emptiness. I see the faces in the windows. I see them scream, but there is nothing I can do. We all came here to make it 1,000 years ago. I turn away. I've got my solitaire. I've got my patience. I've got my jigsaw puzzle. I go to bed early. I watch the big blue cross flash from my window. I hear the animals howl in someone's menagerie. I fall asleep to the distant drone of traffic. Just like every other night, just like every other lonely night. A snowflake in hell, a mark on a wall, an unread letter, an unseen miracle, an imperfect gift. Life in the lonely city, life in the lonely world. The internet is a naked woman with a tiger's head on fire, standing in a clearing in the jungle. She rubs her tummy, waiting for you to arrive. Amazon jungle, Lemurian jungle, Indian jungle. You are a vine, you are a creeper. You're a poisonous flower swallowing wasps. The parrots scream in the canopy. The wise old snakes writhe in the lair, dreaming of 100 American women who are all saying, "Oh yeah, baby, give me everything you got." The internet is a random redistributor, filling your screen with ats, and stories in Spanish about the insatiable cruelty of hombres, and some little chica all alone in the jingling desert winds. And somebody posted it already, and I got a burn, off my friend Jimmy Fire, and the stuff in the pipe bubbled, and Marilyn inhales deep, and Bobby and John have both had her, and some brutal ape is knocking at her back door, while insignificantly we smuggle Albert Einstein into the future, and the inevitable black cars cruise up the street and pick us up, and fly us away to some virtual Switzerland, and I wonder then, can William tell? And I sit here punching away on these symbols. Somehow, someone, somewhere interprets all this and it's catalogued according to its nature, and then I get a burn in burn. The internet soothes me. It coddles me with its curdled milk and whacks me round the head side with its slow connection. In this very room right now, everything battles it out with everything at the very end of time, before the last second is spent and done. Diamonds rub against diamonds. Tungsten-fingered machine gives you a good seeing to. Saucy MILFs predict the weather in Houston and correct your B-grade spelling. I Google myself. Oh, that feels good. Oh, fucking Google me, child. See my pages flow out and out and out. Every time someone mentions me, I grow another 20 pages. I wax massive on hearsay. Yeah, I love all this war and mayhem on here. Korea or Crimea or whatever war you like. Hannibal crosses the Alps and blows all the ether ports. I got Hannibal's recipe for poached pears. I got Hannibal visiting OJ in jail. I got Hannibal's tips for the big game Saturday. I got Hannibal pushing Kurt under a train. I got Hannibal explaining the fat bass sounds on Painkiller. I got Hannibal on Facebook talking about child sacrifice. I got Hannibal's virtual tour of Italy by elephant. I got Hannibal kissing kitten Natividad's sweet ass. I got Hannibal's blog written in Tyrus yesterday. I got Hannibal's souvenir bag with the neat daggers. I got Hannibal and Kenny Rogers trading eye lift tips. I got Hannibal jamming with Sonic Bloom and Black Azalea. I got Hannibal Barker's latest lyrics, songs, ideas, pictures, updates, fan clubs. I got Hannibal Barker's only interview before Sardinia. I got Hannibal Barker's merch tips, guides, specials, and FAQS's. I go to Delphi to connect to the internet. I ask the Sybil, why no Gmail from my little laptop trash? Why no check from fucking ATV? How long they gonna gamble my dough on the short-term market, I ask her. Can you book me a cab for Friday night? And can you tell me how many people read my diary and send a message to Michael, a message to Michael, and Gabriel to my left and Uriel to my right, and I do the hokey cokey and I swing it all about, and the cops bowl up to Internet Cafe and shoot protesters in cyberspace, and Opus Dei log on in their secretive cloisters, and Donald Trump checks some figures in his tower, and Karen Black deletes a comment from her fan book, and Julie Meadows invites you to come on down, and everybody typing, and everybody reading, and everybody posting, and everybody up and downloading. Hit my payboy, payboy at payboy.dollars. Try a free sample, here it is, Kilbey, blah blah blah. Hey, I still got the cherry pop in my system. I still got all the sweet green icing flowing down. Hey, I still got the vodka and berry V. I still got the T2 pills and the memory of lust. I still imagine, but I prefer imagine.com.or. I bought my new teeth on the internet. I found my eyes and I remembered I'd left my ego. Listen to that orchestra. I played all them instruments, virtually. Yeah, I smash up trombones and thigh bones and saxophones and iPhones, and I bounce a million fiddles into one intro, and I combine no-cal drones with so-cal blippies, and I summon up the white noise of a million Mazda car radios, and I tune in the Bitter Lemons, and I tune in Iron Pig, and I tune in the Fairyland Teeny Boppers, and I tune in the Limit 5, and I tune in Carlos and the Playboys, and I tune in Baby Grand. And there's Stevie in his dog collar and singlet, all skinny and stupid, thrashing away in some Queanbeyan garage. And he sing, you stab in the dark, don't stab me in the back. And he sing, I call you Zephyr 'cause you blow. And he sing, how come you never do the jet fin rock? And he sing, hey synthetic equivalent. And he sing, the world below him trembled and cried out in its awe. The rivers turned to silver, the silver turned to war. And he sings, some enchanted evening you will stranger meet her, and bring on the dancing internets and internet fields forever, and Sergeant Pepper's Internet Club Band, and within you without you.com, and the internet is a naked woman with a tiger's head on fire. But Scarlett says, no, it's a white kitty cat. I already tangled with the machine once before. Hell, the machine dispenses methadone, punishment, education, taxes, pensions, everything you need. Everything comes from and goes back to the machine. The machine works on many levels. The machine exists out there, pumping it all out. Who made the machine? And if it wasn't necessary, why did we invent it? These questions are like fish swimming through a sea, pontificating on the nature of water. We are immersed in the machine. We are bits and pieces. We are its cogs and teeth. We are its oil, its spirit. We are its raw material and we are its end product. Masters and slaves. The machine hums on, day and night. No one can understand all the machine. No one can fix every part. It seizes up occasionally and that part atrophies. Bits get welded on or plugged in. Bits get superimposed and modified. Parts are used elsewhere. The machine sucks in and blows out. The machine is cold and sanely insane. The machine must never be switched off totally. The machine is not optional. The machine will make any important decisions. The machine is running hot. The machine will survive our individual deaths. The machine looks after itself first. The machine is as fast or as slow as it needs to be. Sometimes it gets damaged. Sometimes it gets hurt. Sometimes it has to repair itself any way it can. Sometimes it needs you and me. It already has us, but it needs more of us, more time, more money, more commitment. You can dedicate your life to the machine. You can work in its service for 100 years. Look, some parts are pretty. Look, some parts are almost human. It sits out there somewhere, part organic, part mechanical, part electrical, part spiritual, part causal, part mental, part sentient, part beast, part theory, part conspiracy. Boys, is there anything that the great machine is not? It encompasses us. It surrounds us. It holds us up and down. The great machine measuring, affecting, removing, making stuff happen, taking stuff away, drains and cables and sewers and pylons and poles. It's all connected. It's chattering to itself all day long. It's got your number, it's got your blood type, it's got your mother's maiden name, it's got a blind spot bigger than Siberia. It gets in late. It never does what you want or what you hope. It always decides against you. It always turns away. It never sees what happens to you. It doesn't know how to laugh. It doesn't know how to cry. It doesn't know how to stop itself. It needs some adjustment. It needs some help. But it knows what it needs. And it doesn't need you, common man. Not the great machine. Yeah, whatever, baby. Oscillating between poetry and anti-war sarcasm. SK, are you being sarcastic to those belligerent warmongers? SK, are you being rude to those bloodthirsty animal eaters? SK, did you tell all the aggressive Philistines to fuck off? Ooh, SK, you're worse than Hitler. A storm in a teacup. Still the wars rage on. Still the prisoners remain bound. And still all the rest. And what can you do? Try to make small changes. Try being nice. Go on. Why not? I'm painting and working on music. I dive deeper and find there's constantly more. Another plane of color. Another unexplained sound wash. Be careful. Don't rush it. Consider and take it easy. If it ain't easy, it's too hard. See how the masters achieve their effect. They do it with love, dedicated to the hell of it. Make it marvelous, try for impossibility. Leave space and grow up and remain childlike. Focus and detach. Let your mind wander as you work. The first things are the best things. And get some distance and try new things. Respect the rules and then break them. Expect the best from yourself, but never be too hard on yourself. Make the music like a painting and make the painting like music. Follow your train of thought and trust your heart and listen to your muse. And baby, don't blow it and don't get angry. If it's fucked up, don't persevere. Start again. Pull stuff out of the thin air. Pull opposites together. Made it intellectual and sexy and divine and nice. So nice. And stay away from dissonance until you know what you're doing. Imitate and innovate. See if you can do it properly before you do it lazily. Lazy ain't easy. Listen to your friends say, then ignore them. If you know it's brilliant, sod their criticism. If you know it's baloney, and sod their praise. Yeah, presentation is important. Don't be too humble when you're letting them hear it and see it. Don't tell them too much about it. Be modest and realistic. Except if you're a genius, then behave like one. Try different things, and when you paint, make sure you got the right music on. And talk about art and music all the time. And think about it. You'll be surprised how answers come to you unbidden. Practice every day and love it, and love it, and love it, and you gotta love it, gotta love it, you gotta love it. Yeah, that's right. It's my wife. My wife in the twisted jungles of Lamuria. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. My wife standing there in the moonlight. My wife standing there in a clearing. My wife waiting for you to arrive. My wife, NK, 100,000 years ago. My wife in my long ago life. In the tangle and the monkeys. In the snakes and in the spiders. In the vine and in the dark and in the bark. And in the flesh and in the blood. Yeah, come just a little closer, mister. Come a little off the beaten track. Come and see Lamuria. Come and see South America. Come and see magic realism in action. Come and see the armadillos. Come and see the big old snakes. Yeah, Lamuria. 1,000 words on Lamuria. A lost wife on a lost continent. I paint my wife in Lamuria to reconcile them. Surely with her delicate face, surely with her brown eyes, surely with her pale skin, surely with her elusive smile. Maybe she don't remember it the way I do. Maybe she don't remember it at all. Those temple nights, those days in the markets, those trips downriver, those times when we penetrated the mysteries. Oh, Lamuria, oh, NK, those were wild times. Yeah, just by wishing things could come so true. Yeah, by asking for things like wisdom, like time, like knowledge. Lamuria, where is she now? Where does she lie? Where are all her secrets? Where are all her people? NK and Lemurian blue, like a dream, like a vision, like a memory, like a premonition. Wonder what she did back there. Wonder if she'd meet me there. And outside the weather turns coastal, a long way from the jungle, a long way from the mountains, a long way from the jaguars and Jesus. A great civilization once flourished there, with viaducts and sewers, assembly points and secret chambers, with its codes and morals and uniforms, with its incessant coming and going. Nonetheless, there is NK, surrounded by the blueness of the jungle at night. She seems a little possessed. She seems a little off-kilter. She seems a little lost. NK in Lemurian blue. Wow, my wife in Lamuria. There she is. That's so great. That's so cool. Leaving Sydney, leaving home, leaving on a slow boat. That's Evie in front of me. She's grimacing into the wind that blows from far away, the wind that blows us off to Avalon, into some magical, schmagical mist, in some coracle, in some Celtic dream time, into some Guinevere malarkey, leaving Sydney's behind, like its lovely factories and the quarries with silver water, and the rusting hulks and the shifting bulks, and the mirror balls decaying, and the ghosts of trains delaying, and some damn TV show about rock and roll, and Dad said it's too loud. I said I want to go to Sydney and buy a Nehru shirt, complete with a pendant. And then we left Sydney. I was not so sad at our long descent home. Sydney and its model business, its luxurious room, its luxuriant plant light. It's taken for granted. It's turned out okay. It turned out fine. Sydney, get thee behind me. The day we embarked for Kythera, the day they busted Superman, the day they freed the noise. We were there, weren't we, brother? Leaving Sydney at last, leaving Pittsburgh, leaving Stockholm, leaving Montevideo, leaving Hamburg, leaving it all behind. Can't afford it no more. Can't afford the luxury of my life. I can't afford. Sydney done killed me. Sydney done kicked me out. Sydney, don't turn your back on me. Sydney, don't dream it's over. Sydney like some new Nineveh. Sydney with her sandstone and iron. Sydney, what a pretty city. But today we row away. I wear my shirt like cosmic fire. I fly across the greenish sea with its frothy patterns. Sydney, don't forget me. Sydney, I never want to see you again. Sydney in summer. Sydney in spring all garlanded in flowers. Sydney in autumn with her lovely ways. Sydney winter like a crystal morning. Sydney nights are warm. People waste away in paradise. People in hippie crash pads smoking the herb. People with dreads and hemp clothing. People are hedonistic in Sydney. People move away and people act like total strangers. People come up to you and they kiss you. People do many things. People sit and wait for buses that never come. Sydney, still a youngish whore, down by the harbour, eating her fish that costs and costs, her wharves and her waistline, her towers and her hovels. Sydney, I worship you. Don't make us leave. Don't toss us out. Don't make me lose it out there, outside of you. Inside looking out. Sydney, don't shut me out. Roll up, roll up, roll up, the gallery of past lives. Oh, if only you could see 'em all stretched out like a river in the sun, as you flow down the stream so merrily rushed, over rapid cities and Bombay from the air. You come back and you come back and you come back again. Can't even remember who you've been. Come and visit the gallery of past lives. Come and see who you used to be. A tapestry weaving back to the dawn of this earthly earth. You have always been arriving here. Destiny draws you on, fate kicks your ass. Love swirls round your feet like leaves. You pull on faces, you pull on lives. You pull on the chain. You were a beggarman and king. You had your turn in the sun. You were the Emperor of Rome. You were some stupid Nero. You were a slave to a slave, and you were a Caucasian goat girl. You were everybody else then, and how you lived and died, and how you came back, and how you don't remember. They said Buddha could see his past life gallery. They say Buddha knew who he was at last. All the criminals and saints, all the jokers and the juices, all the lives down the drain, all the long lives of toil, all the short lives of joy, all the sad lives of triumph, all the proud lives of despair. Come and check it out, who I was, which part of me was them. Are we pearls on a string? I don't want to lose myself again. I'm happy being me. Don't want to be a face in a past life gallery. Don't want to be an ex-owner of this life. How does it all work? How does it appear thus? How many more rivers to cross before we come home? How many thousands of galleries will we each fill? Millions of memories all forgotten over time. All our loved ones fade away into the past. Death waits for us in whatever shape you perceive. Death and time for a rest. Rest a while, it's lovely. It's soothing to rest. It's time to slow down. Your old life, your old man suit, yeah. Your old brain's tired of thinking it all through. Your old haunts dehaunted, your old hints retinted. Oh, gallery of past lives like a wander through a garden. Look at all the faces that were growing there. It all seems so important at the time, but now you can't bear to look. Was I really him, you ask? Was it so easy to forget, he asks. All those dreams, all those hopes of the common man, all those things you had to go through, why? Why not remain unmanifested? Why not remain a part of the sky? Why live and dream and die? Why laugh and why fucking cry? And why be you and who am I? Anyway, you gotta try to get by on your way through the gallery of past lives. Future lives. Don't get too attached, don't get too detached, and don't listen to any advice, and slow down. Someone who at least looks like a leader, someone who at least acts like a leader, someone with a bit of charisma and a spot of old school charm, someone fresh, someone cool, someone surreally good. What year is this? The USA has a half-black president, the poles are melting down, down, down. The Illuminati harvest the middle-class capital. The man in the street hits the pavement. The bankers call in their favors. Washington is a changed town. The giants teeter on edge. Somehow we will them to stand, but inevitably they shall fall. What can a good guy do finally? Not much. Not much scope. Not many options left. It's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt you and me, and it's gonna hurt if the good guy gets hurt. That's gonna hurt everyone playing any game anywhere. Yeah, it's end times, no wonder people are crazy. There's no real stability. Real life is shifty. Real life is like a painting. Real life is malleable stuff. Real life gives us a good guy finally. Real life is good sometimes. Ain't this all real? No, baby. This is a painting. This is a recorded voice. This is a little loop of music. All these things represent something real. The good guy got his picture up on my fridge, his crisp white shirt, his blue tie jauntily undone, his smooth athletic lines, finally a good guy, as good as you can hope to get. Considering how the rules have been made, it's a miracle we got our good guy. It's a miracle they still make him like that. Please don't hurt him, please let him do his job, please give him a bit of a chance. You may as well have him if the ship is going down. You may as well have a handsome captain as have a brute. And the good guy's quite kingly in his calmness, quite open with his smile. He represents art, man and technology so smoothly. A holy trinity to always be in balance. You can't leave any one of them out. Each allows the others. We need technology to create. We need art to create. We need man to create. We need someone to do it and someone to look at it. And we need good guys more than we need bad guys. We've had a few bad guys and now it's time for a few good guys. People who feel they have a stake in this world. People not looking down their noses at you. Good guys, finally. A whole run of good guys. Good guys all colours and ages. Good guys all sizes. Give the good guys a chance. Wait, maybe there is another way. So give the good guys a chance now. Give them some room and time. Give them some leeway. Give them this day their daily bread and lead them not into any scandalous temptation or libelous situations. Let them come clean and let them get inside the system to change it for the ones who can't. Finally, a good guy. Life first appeared on this planet as we know it on a Tuesday afternoon several hundred years ago, arriving via the post from out of space. Life was a brand new product. Life was guaranteed to live. Life was precious. Life was everywhere. Life forced itself into strange new shapes and cavorted before the camera. Life grew fins and gills. Life developed wings and snouts. Life grew faster and quicker. Life grew hungry and ate other life. Life had to figure out a way to outrun itself. Life was essentially nasty, even in cozy places. Life always had another surprise up its sleeve. Life could always make even the biggest whale feel real small. Life interpenetrated Earth. The two were inseparable. Life in the ether, life in the air. Life in the teeming waters, life in the solid ground. Look under a rock and there is life. Life was all confused about what it wanted to do. Some cells said, let's split up. Some said, no, let's stick together. Come on, let's stick together. Some life became fox, some life became rabbit. Some life became man. A man appointed himself the observer and the explainer of life. Life now had a protege, and he got busy naming things and sorting it all out. A talking serpent with legs talked someone into eating some fruity fruit, and we got kicked out of the garden, lest we knew everything. Man decided to bark up another tree, and we invented biology, the study of life. Life was now studying itself via biology, but it couldn't agree on how it had appeared here in the first place. Some said God. Some said bang. Some said primeval pool with no diving boards. Some said I think therefore I am. Some said I think about you all the time. But that was in a song and has no relevance here. But life exists on many levels and life appeared on many levels and life needs to be explained on many levels. And it is a very human thing to do to look for reasons and beginnings and ends. Why should things have a reason or a rhyme? If God won't appear in your test tube, does that mean he doesn't exist? Is there life after death on other planets? Is there a life that never dies? How many lives will I live within life? I wonder about the slender silver thread that anchors our spirit to our body. I think about the disappearance of life. I think about a world. I think about a world without trees, without rain, without birds, without flowers, without sound, without end, lifeless, abandoned. And then one day, accidentally mucking around with a roller and some gouache paint, I did this painting, and I called it, in defiance of those thoughts, The Appearance of Life. That's my daughter. That's my girl. She's a twin. Got a sister looks just like her. Sweet 17 as the crow flies. She's half Swedish. She lives in Stockholm. She does well at school. She's very popular. She's a part-time job. She's West Coast and her sister is East Coast. She is blue and her sister is red. Her sister is Miranda and Electra. Two girls with hard bastard daddies. One was a wizard, the other was king of the Greeks. Electra grew from a divided cell. Electra shared the womb. Electra was caesarean birth. Electra was taken out second. Electra was the bigger baby. Electra had slightly straighter hair. They were identical, you see. We grasped at their tiny differences. We marveled at their small discrepancies. Electra June Jansen Kilbey. She's a real character now. A real beauty. A real teenager. A real person. On the subway going to Gamla Stan, on a plane to Berlin, on the bus to Newtown, walking alongside the Seine. They international kids, they been all over the shop. They seen it all. They seen Australia in summer, they seen Sweden in winter, they seen me good and bad and neutral. Electra knows what she wants. She likes the Brady Bunch. She likes the Spice Girls. She likes to collect Barbies and Teletubbies. Not anymore, of course. Now she's sometimes a little queen, admired by all her drones and workers. And she lolls around languidly, not even wondering at her own queenhood. Darker sister, who is paler, watches from the wings 'cause she's a loner man. Just like Paddy and Billie Holiday. Man, she's some tragic poetess. But Electra, she'd rather marry a doctor. She'd rather become a lawyer. She likes the finer things, i.e. all the things I ain't got. She's entranced by Maya, burning in the passion of youth. She's fierce and vain and brave and lazy. She's intelligent like a machine. She's dopey like her father. She overcomes hurdles. She hates anything maudlin. Perfectly fluent in English. Distant from her father right now. In many ways distant. Distant daughter, distant dad. Hope nothing happens. Hope we can become close again. Hope we can understand each other again. I place her in Lamuria. Lamuria like a stained glass window. Open a window into another world. Electra over-tanned and her hair slightly blonder. Electra with her half smile. God, she will break some hearts. Electra, go free. Run free. Experience everything. But be careful. Come back to me one day. Your father. Farther away. Open the window into Lamuria. It's warm and lush. It's gentle. It's kind of cool in an antediluvian way. Oh, Electra. Oh, Lamuria. Oh, my bloodline. Oh, my constant guitar. Oh, my exhibition. Oh, my voice blathering on and 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 on. Do you like my diptych? Do you like my fractured image? Do you like to see me split up? The Christian and the savage, the modern and the primitive, the scientific and the superstitious? Underneath the thin veneer, I am one alkaloid away from my twin, my double man, the old me, the way I was, in Lamuria, in South America, in Siberia, in Lapland during a fragrant summer day. I am Kilbey, but I am some other. He moves within me still, in the lovely jungle, in the prehistoric night. Jesus with his panther, talking snakes. Is this Eden? The fruit so tender and throbbing, the vine brewing up as usual, the lovely women preparing the food. Aliens walk among us unashamed. Kilbey is an alien to my Lemurian, Kilbey who knows nothing, Kilbey who can imagine almost nothing, soft and westernized, Kilbey with his dip fucking titch, Kilbey with his white skin and blue moves, Kilbey when nothing means anything. Kilbey paints a fractured man. Yeah, Atlantis too. Throw in all the cliches. I sing the booty electric. I sing the song of songs. I sing to end the silence of my realm. I am the good medicine man, dancing in my circle with my primitive Fender bass and my worship of the sun's sun. I resort to magic. I resort to chemistry. I resort to wishing. I represent art, man, and technology, baby. I am perfectly past, future, and tensile like a spring. I hurtle along a dual man containing both and sometimes neither. Sometimes the real me slips in the crack between Kilbey and the Lemurian. I am not truly either. Kilbey is a construct. Kilbey exists as a voice. Kilbey exists as a painting. Kilbey exists as a song. The Lemurian exists as a myth, as a fantasy, as a nagging feeling, as a result of intoxication. Which would you say is the realer? I, Kilbey, struggle to speak in English. These words are alien on my tongue. Just like the space-suited gods who dropped in on Lamuria in something BC. Yeah, coming down hard right above you. Yeah, them old aliens. Yeah, them old strangers. I'll give the Earth people some secrets, you interstellar wankers. I'll give them astronomy and geometry and medicine. Give them weapons, toad-face warriors from Planet X. Give them hell. Kilbey split down the middle way. Half his brain says stop, other half says go. A hunter or gatherer, a killer or a priest, a follower or a leader, a mouse or a man. Tricky old Lemurian Indian guy with his jungly ways, with his DMT fried brain, with his love potions turn you into an anaconda. He coexists within my skull, within my numb skull, within my dumb cortex. Kilbey says this and that. Lemurian thinks this and that. No sense at all, no logic. We're just older animals, that's all. The Lemurians disappear, we disappear. Hell, the whole world will disappear. What do you want from the universe? Cohesion? Kaleidoscope. Oh, come off it. No. Good boy. Yeah, you are this. He is that. We are good. They are bad. Walk. Don't walk. Stop. Don't stop. Do. Undo. Oh, that's better. Bang. Watch out. Ha ha, don't laugh. Grow up. Get down. Go away. Stay here. What did you want? Did it have to be this way? I see myself coming in all directions. I put on my glasses. I'm banging up everywhere. I appear changed. I appear rearranged. I aerate the first layer. I hydrate the second. I inflate the third. I am glass. I am beads. I am mirrors. I'm a head-on. I'm a rear collision. I'm a mix-up. I'm a jumbo. I'm a face in a painting. I'm a songwriter, so where's my pen? I'm a wise guy, so where's my wisdom? I'm a porter, so where's my tip? I'm a bully, so where's my beef? I'm on drugs. I'm under them. I'm beyond them. I'm within them. I'm implicated. I'm refused admission. I'm hoisted by my own petard. Don't pet too hard, love. Don't shatter the pattern. Look down the barrel, Daryl. Pull the trigger and go figure. Take a slug, pug, you pulled out my rug. You're such a pain, Dwayne. Here I comes again. Kaleidoscope. Twisty, twisty, shaky, shaky, wakey, wakey, hands off snaky. Ah, too flaky. Go, Kaleido, go. Hey, Benny Franklin, got your portrait with some colour in it. I don't know what you do. Don't you discover electricity with a key or a kite? I got you mixed up with William Penn for a moment. Jesus, I don't know. I'm not even English or Australian. I just saw you once on this $100 note, and I thought, I could paint this geezer. I could put him in my exhibition. Can I work him in? Sure I can. You're quite the dandy man. Look at that long hair. Look at your cravat thing. Look at your stripy jacket. I bet you like to drink and a smoke. I bet you like them 18th century ladies. I bet you liked a good meal and a soft bed. Sad you never heard the Beatles. Glad you never saw 'em kill the Kennedys. Sad you never got to jump on the internet. Glad you never got to jump on the internet. Hey, I once stayed in the Franklin Plaza Suites in LA, and I went to school with a kid called Billy Franklin. But he seemed too wild for me. I wonder now if he's some distant relative of yours. I wonder if you have reincarnated upon this earth again. I wonder how you feel now when you see $100. I wonder how you feel about electricity when you see a Christmas tree. I wonder how you feel about America when you hear rap music. I wonder how you feel about Abe Lincoln and Lyndon B. Johnson. Something tells me you could have been an okay geezer, hanging around in Paris at the court and stuff, whiling away your hours with Madame X and Madame Y, asking the Frenchies for a little fucking help. Please, it's the English we're talking about here after all. Who was it? Napoleon or some other bloke? I don't know. And then you guys got Louisiana for a song too. Was that anything to do with you? Can you believe that people are still talking about what you did all these years later? And here I am mistaking you for Billy Penn, because I thought Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, yeah, I could kind of honor 'em, you know, do a portrait of old Penn. That'll get 'em going. Those guys in Pittsburgh, PA, Yeah. I've been there a few times. Always seemed to be cold and rainy. Always seemed to be dark. Voice in another room. Maybe that's 'cause it was night. Yeah, Franklin, Penn, Sean Connery, one great man after another. I saw a horror film set in Pittsburgh, very modern gothic, very Pete Murphy and Stigmata Mata, very blood and barbed wires and roses and things levitating. I don't think old BF would have dug it. I don't know if old BF ever hung out in Pittsburgh much at all, or if he was a Democrat or a GOP, or if he even believed in one almighty God. He was an American, but he was pretty English too, kind of like a hybrid. Gee, he must have looked funny in his tights and buckly shoes. And you thought the 80s was a bad fashion trip. Huh. Jesus, Franklin, I tried to spruce you up a bit, man, like you're a psychedelic granddad, but man, you still look pretty straight. I bet you didn't look like that after a few brandies in Paris. But that's just gossip, and that's just hearsay, and that's just plain conjecture. So that's all I can say about you, Ben Frank. You're okay with me. Metallic SK, metallic guru, metallic all day, metallic for you. Metallic the shop, metallic the sky, metallic we buy, metallic we die. Metallic the sun, metallic the rain, metallic the morning, metallic again, metallic in flame, metallic in rust, metallic in bloom, metallic in bust, metallic in heart, metallic in skin, metallic in thick, metallic within, metallic in pain, metallic in light, metallic in source, metallic in white, metallic in love, metallic in rain, metallic in hope, metallic in vain, metallic in dope, metallic in ice, metallic in acid, metallic per slice, metallic in iron, metallic in steel, metallic in touch, metallic in feel. Metallic on earth, metallic on time, metallic on fall, metallic on climb, metallic in blues, metallic in jazz, metallic in devil, metallic in Naz, metallic in Turkey, metallic in Spain, metallic in Sweden, metallic in Spain, metallic in memory, metallic in most, metallic in muscle, metallic in ghost, metallic in snigger, metallic in song, metallic in right, metallic in wrong, metallic SK, metallic SK, metallic SK, fool for a day. Wander around with your head silver grey, gold as a coin, a real tenderloin, a wandering child from the back of Des Moines. Metallic SK, metallic SK, metallic SK, just a walking away. Metallic SK, gonna be okay. Metallic SK, you're gonna be okay. Metallic SK, you're gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. Just for today, you're gonna be okay. Okay. Yeah, down on Samsara and Vine, down on the Middle Way, down in the jungle where the rust is sumptuous, where the tin is rusting, where the day meets the night, old sack of money, old Hindu prince. Are you the seventh incarnation of Vishnu? Are you a Buddha or the Buddha or just another Buddha? Is it the lesser vehicle or the diamond esoterica? Buddha in the city, you see the naked pain, you hear the shots, you smell the tar, you smell the waste, you smell the smell of fear. You see the number 9 train go by, you see the faces in the window in the lonely city, in the legless night, with heat and nausea all around. Buddha in the city, as the graveyards slowly fill, as the angels vanish upwards, as the morning finds you here, under a bridge, under a flyover, beneath an overpass, a ramp that leads to hell, a ramp that leads to heaven, a ramp that leads to another spin in the ring, a ramp that leads to you. Buddha in the city, oh how do you feel now? No one is listening to anything good. They gorge and stuff and wallow in the bad. They chase sweet youth. They run from age, they chase fame everlasting, and they hide from blame and criticism. They chase gold and silver, they seek to escape poverty and her humiliations. Buddha in the city with your halo of fire, Buddha in the city with your wisdom and ways. Who do you meet down here? Down here in this sad part of our city? Down here with the winos and wasted youth, down here with the needles and condoms, down here with the mud and the road and the weeds. Downtown there's a spiritual master. They call him a priest, they call him a father, they call him Lord Buddha's incarnation in Shantytown. They say he's the bodhisattva of the block. They say he's the Naz. They say he's a transcending time and a manipulating space. They say nirvana is blowing out the flame. Oh, extinguishment, like a fire suddenly raging out, like a point in the distance. Oh, Buddha in the city, don't you see? This city is a glorious thing, each prince propped up by 1,000 paupers, each mansion supported by 1,000,000 hovels, each tycoon balanced by a horde of unheard clowns. Oh, Buddha in the city, temptation is all around. Oh, Buddha in the city, why don't we crucify you in space? Oh, Buddha in the city, meditating in the barbed wire shadows. Oh, Buddha in the city, your detachment infuriates the ice addict. Your marks of your Buddhahood like tattoos, your gentle face in the glow of a broken lamp, your holy fire burning and returning, your mantras and your tantras, your deep knowledge of mankind, your penetration of the future, your compassionate ignoring, your sympathetic closed eyes, your superior love. Buddha in the city on Gasoline Alley and Skid Row, down in the city on a miracle street. Buddha in the city, go, 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 Buddha, go, go, go. Mother of God, Mother of love, Mother of worlds, Mother of mercy, Mother of Christ, Madonna Becerra, Madonna Ciccione, Madonna Guiana, mad on it are you myself. Comfort for harlots, shelter for thieves, no one believes it, awake she leaves. Madonna mad as a cut snake. Madonna the carpet slut, Madonna, the stuff that fix you up, the biggest fix, the worst, light and mercy and the goodness. Hand in hand, cross the sand, Virgin Madonna. Abstract Madonna, Impressionist Madonna, Medicine Madonna, Matriarch Madonna, Medieval Madonna, Naive Madonna, Naked Madonna, Distorted Madonna, Belladonna Madonna. Oh, she's a child, oh, she's a queen. Down by the station early in the morning, all the little saviors standing in a row. Mary Magnesium, Mary the Magdalene, married to Joe and baby Jesus and Pontius Pilate and 2 Roman soldiers in Jerusalem, Connecticut, right? And Golgotha, the place of the skulls, and Terra Nova, give me Jehovah, and go Mars, and go Circus, and go Tremble, and go resurrect yourself, and go know yourself, and ooh, Madonna Viscera, you're kinda creepy, you're kinda weird, you're kinda out there, you're kinda in there. Mother Mary comes to me, Our Lady of the Snows, Our Lady of the Eternal Burning Heart, Our Lady of Mercy and Light, Science and Art, Technology and Man, Frequencies and Freaks, Buddha in a lesbian bar sipping a black milkshake, Madonna Viscera in a shadow drinking triple sec, Jesus in the forest with his panther, chaotic and hypnotic, wonderful jumbled things go by. I'm in this jungle in the Garden of Eden, and I'm in this new pearly heaven. I'm in the velvet black night and I breathe gouache paint. I'm in the roller that rolls the color. I'm in the water, in the air. I'm down on the city on a miracle street. I'm a child in a gay bar. I'm a fool on a hill with Jack and fucking Jill. I'm on pills, I'm searching